Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing fantastically well. So if you're new here, my name is Jason. I'm a funded prop trader. I do this full time and I do a weekly check-in just to make sure that I can give the true reflective of the results I've had that week, any payouts, and give some overall thoughts on what's going on in my trading, hopefully help you guys out there as well. So last weekend I was actually away. I was over in Spain walking along the beautiful sandy beaches. Now I'm a firm believer in trading is if you actually do get the performance and results, reward yourself. If you had a normal job or a normal business, you get the benefits, you get the rewards, whether it's quarterly bonuses or yearly bonuses. Now, trading for me is also a job and a business, so that's why I like to reward myself on good performance. And this year so far, I've managed to pass 2 challenges with Blue Guardian and FTMO. And so as last week, I managed to pass FTMO, and I'd already booked this one in advance. It just so coincidentally coordinated itself, so I actually passed on the Thursday, flew away on the Friday. Great to get away, recharge the batteries, have a nice time away, and get back to the UK again this week and start trading and just make sure that all of the positivity of recharging the batteries can go back into trading this week. So what I've also learned from the analysis and metrics from within FTMO, they do a very detailed breakdown when you actually pass the challenges, is Mondays was always my worst day of trading. That could be that I actually had trades running over the weekend and these went disastrously wrong on the Monday. I know I've had a few of those over the past couple of weeks. So for me, I wanted to take Monday off, just do the admin work. I need to sign all the contracts, get all these things sorted out, get all the paperwork done, and just take a kind of reflection to build into the week. Mondays on markets are also quite slow typically. We obviously get not a lot of news over the weekends, and coming into the sort of European session based on sort of very low volume in the Asian sessions, not much generally happens. So for me, Monday's never a very good day to start trading. And I think going forward, I'll actually start taking every Monday off, just do admin work and get prepared for the week. So getting funded with any prop firm, for me, the first thing is always to get the refund on the challenge fee. And for that, you need to be in profit at the first payout. So what I've done within FTMO is gone into the metrics and the dashboard and reset my payout date to the earliest it possibly can be, which is actually the 4th of March. And that also ties in with my Blue Guardian payout next as well. So I've actually all the payouts came on the same day. But unfortunately, this week wasn't as good as it could have been. I actually started off okay, really just started to build on the account. I had a fantastic day on Thursday, and then whatever reason, Friday wasn't the day for me, and a couple of losing trades, which brought me down to finishing the week with FTMO only 0.4% up. At one point, I was 1.3% up, looking really fantastic over 2-3 days, but unfortunately, it didn't work out for me at the end of the week. Again, I'm not disappointed because with FTMO, within a live funded account, there are some subtle differences. You can't trade news, and I can't trade over the weekends. So again, if I was on a swing account, I could. I'm not, I'm on a normal account. So I have to be more mindful of some of the actual news releases coming out that might affect some of the currency pairs or indices, and making sure I've closed everything out on a Friday before the markets close. So UK time, 9 o'clock, everything's closed out. So yes, I was in a bit of a crappy day on the Friday, got into a like 0.7% overall loss. I could have traded some more, but again, that would mean me trading later into the afternoon. If I got into a slight drawdown again, I would not been able to hold it over the weekend to get back out into profit. So for me, it was an easy decision to make to close out on the Friday quite early and just relax and have a nice weekend. But what I'm also noticing in the trading is if the trades don't go my way in the direction I want them to in literally the first 15, 20 minutes or even half an hour, for me, that's the point I probably actually want to start closing those trades out and start looking for another one. What I'm seeing is that the longer I hold on to a trade, they get into a drawdown and therefore then hit my stop loss. I want to get into that sort of point where the momentum is going with me in the trade and push up very, very quickly. Now, what I also like to do is talk about a lot of the trades in my Telegram chat group. Now, I do post screenshots in there. If anyone wants to come and join in, I'll put a link in the description to come and sign up to that one. It's very informal, literally me just sort of talking about what I'm about to do the day, where I'm going to be in or out of the trades, and posting some screenshots of actually some of the setups. If you look on some of the setups I passed this week, if I'd only done these 2, then I potentially could have been up 3, 4, 5%. But in reality, I didn't do what I had set out to do, and I need to be much more disciplined and focused to be able to follow the plan of execution all the way to the end. So looking at this setup here, it's very much a reversal of a continuation. We see price action was pushing higher, but it wasn't getting any new higher highs. In fact, it was actually making lower highs, but a support level, which obviously as soon as you get support, once that's broken, that will then price will push all the way down. Now, as it turned out, if we look at the next screenshot, price literally did break through at one point and carry it all the way down. Now my entry was a little bit earlier. I actually had it before the next push up. So it didn't hit my stop loss, which was above the actual downslope of the trend line. But obviously then it did break down. I was actually going out, so I closed the trade. And if I let it run, it would have gone all the way down for potentially 50 pips. Then based on that one, I posted another trade pretty much straight after that one, where looking on a 1 hour timeline, we can see actually we're in an uptrend. Price had come all the way back down, was bouncing off that trend line. We've seen a bit of a test of it. If we look at that as a now, as we would have done, price then did carry on all the way back up to about 1.27. So from here, there was about an 80 pip movement with actually quite a slow risk, putting the price just below the previous low. So for me, it's a perfect opportunity as we come into the month end. I've got a session booked with the FTO Performance Coach. That's one of the benefits of being a funded trader. So I have a 1 hour session with Nelly. You can go through a lot of the ins and outs of what I'm thinking, look at some of the psychological aspects, and really try and fine tune that as we get into March. I'm already ahead of the curve on a lot of the objectives and the potential I wanted to achieve this year, especially with the 2 funded accounts and the obviously payouts I've had from OFP as well. So we're on a definite up curve. So I need to maintain that momentum and get better and have belief in my own setup and strategies, because obviously as we went through the whole funded process, it's a different mentality. It's actually just getting a target and a percentage. And now we're actually into getting payouts. It's changing that mindset from just a performance of 5-10% gains, whether it's phase 1 or phase 2, and actually how we can actually start taking this monetary gain and improve our lives as well as our own performance. So I hope you've enjoyed my quick recap on my summary of the week. And next week we'll look for some more positive returns and a end of month summary. Catch you again soon. Cheers.